Hello, everyone. Welcome to another Wednesday. As you make your way through the week, I am so glad that you joined me here. I'm excited to share with you something that's just been on my mind, something I've been reading about. I'm Michael Hatfield, the senior pastor at the Piedmont Park Seventh-day Adventist Church, and I'm making my way through the book of Daniel and giving a little thought from each chapter. And I'm in Daniel chapter 9, and we often talk about our favorite Bible verses. And there's so many great verses in the Bible. I have several favorite. But I think my favorite chapter in the Bible is in Daniel chapter 9. And you might say, wait a second, Old Testament, Daniel chapter 9, that's your favorite? Not the Gospels, not John 3. Those are great. But Daniel 9, that is my favorite chapter in the book of the Bible. Reason being is because this is the chapter that God used. A sermon about this chapter is what God used to change me from being a wild rock and roll DJ to becoming a Christian and eventually being on the road to being a pastor. That was this chapter that did it. So what's going on here in Daniel? I can't cover all of it. There's so much going on. If you'd like to go into detail, you can come to our Thunder Tuesdays, our Thunder in the Holy Land Bible study that we have here at Piedmont Park at 7 o'clock. You can join us. They go through deep things like this, prophetic things, a wonderful study. I know you'd enjoy it. But just a brief overview of it. What's going on in Daniel? Daniel begins this chapter. He's vexed. He's upset because he doesn't understand part of the vision that he had in Daniel 8. He doesn't understand the time element. So God sends an angel to help Daniel understand. And what's beautiful here is in Daniel chapter 9, God tells Daniel that the Messiah is going to come. I know Daniel's worried about them coming home from Babylon. And God says, yeah, that's going to take place. But more than that, he said, from the going forth of the decree to rebuild Jerusalem, go forward this amount of time frame, and then the Messiah is going to come. He's going to be, the anointed one will come. And I remember years ago having this explained to me that from that time of the rebuilding of Jerusalem, going forward this amount of time, Jesus was baptized, anointed, right on time, the exact year. And I thought at that moment, wait a second, you mean God predicted that in the Bible 400 and some odd years ahead of time? And then the prophecy continues and says, and then 3.5 years after that, the Messiah will be cut off. Not just killed, that would be bad enough, but cut off, meaning removed from his family timeline to have nothing. And that's exactly what happened to the Messiah, to Jesus, 3.5 years after he started his ministry. And God predicted it all these years ahead of time. That was when I felt God telling me, it's not just a good book, Michael. It's not just a nice story that helps people sleep at night and gives them comfort at the end of life. I thought all of a sudden, if God is predicting this hundreds of years ahead of time and it's happening exact time when God said it would, that means the Bible's real. And my second thought was, if the Bible's real, that means God's real. And that means I can believe in him. Not in a just like, oh, I hope he's real, but no, I can believe because I can't explain away the prophecies in this book. So Daniel 9 was what changed me and woke me up and is how God revealed himself to me. So I love that chapter. I encourage you to read it. I encourage you to study it and learn more about it. And friends, I hope that you just will have a great rest of your week as we make our way through September here. The weather is still nice. It's gotten cool out. So I hope you're enjoying it. Hope you're being blessed. And I hope you'll join us for this coming worship time here at Piedmont Park this coming Saturday. I'm excited to share a message as we continue our sermon series on thriving, how to practically live like a Christian these days. And so I hope that you'll join us for Bible study time at 9:30, and we have our worship time at 11. We'll both be online at YouTube and Facebook, and we will have our worship here in person as well. Hope you'll come and join us. Friends, take care, keep studying, take care of everyone, and have a great rest of your week. God bless.